Hello there and welcome back to JPP Japan's Perfect Pens. My name is Richard and today I'll be taking you through another Namiki Yukari review. Now today's pen is by Michifumi and it is the Yukari King Cobra, which was a 2001 release with a limited edition of just 700 pieces. Now here is the King Cobra pen. It has a striking white and red King Cobra at the bottom of the pen and some foliage at the top of the pen. Now this is a rounded cap Namiki Yukari, which means it's a brass Urushi and Maki-e cartridge converter pen, about 14 centimeters long. There's no Maki-e on the clip and there's a single tone size 10 18 karat gold nib. Now here is the top end of the pen and you can see the leaves, which we'll talk about what they mean in a moment, and the Cobra below it at the bottom half of the pen. So this uses the Togidashi Taka Maki-e, which is burnished raised Maki-e. There are elements of the Cobra which are raised, built up over layers and layers and layers, and they create this texture. So the snake stands out very strongly at the bottom of the pen compared to the rest of the Maki-e, which is flat. So as we rotate round, we can see the quite bold green leaves at the top, and the most striking part of the pen being the contrast of the red snake and the white and black details. Now the reverse of the pen is reasonably simple. We just have gold powder as the background, so it's a very single focused pen. Now if we zoom in a bit here, you can see that the main details and the main attention goes on the texture and the shape of the Cobra itself, and the details are very fine. You could zoom right in with a magnifying glass and as usual you'll see a really high quality piece of Maki-e work here. So if I have a look around the top part of the pen, so the green leaves are meant to represent the idea of monsoon season in Eastern Asia and very much the cycle of annual life. So that's what the top half represents, and the bottom half of course is the Cobra, and there on the right you can see the Kokukai signature and Michifumi's signature there with the red character at the bottom. So the top part is reasonably simple. You have these green leaves and you have the green to gold at the bottom of them here, just the variation with the gold powder behind them. And the main focus of course is the bottom part of the pen and the King Cobra itself. Now you can see the raised scales there reflecting the light. This is where the raised Maki-e does its job. Now 2001 was the zodiac year of the snake, which is why this pen was released with the King Cobra. The King Cobra itself is revered across East Asia for its intelligence and also themes of fertility and parental prowess in guarding its young. Now the Cobra is depicted in a raised and alert state, and it looks really quite fierce. And this makes the whole pen quite an aggressive pen because there's no other detail to contrast it to. There's no other context, there's just the Cobra. Now this does remind me a little of the Emperor Dragon, which we already looked at, where the bottom dragon does look like it's ready for a fight. It's very fierce, it's very stark, it's very bold, and that particular flavor is very uncommon amongst Namikis, and these are certainly two of the best examples of pens where there is that much tension and aggression in the pen. So if we undo it, we can take a look at the nib, which is a little bit different from the ones we've been looking at so far. Okay, here we go. So this is the size 10 Yukari nib, but as you can see, it isn't the two-tone Mount Fuji that we're used to seeing from the modern Namikis. Now just returning to the pen itself, have a look at the snake. It really stands out here, even set against the cap with the green leaf on it. That colour scheme of the red with the black stripes and then those black spots against the white, it is starkly contrasting with the yellow eyes as well as the white fangs. Okay, so this is a size 10 nib, as we said. It's 18 karat gold. It writes smoothly, fairly hard nib. It's got a wet flow, and it comes with a Con 70 converter holding about 1 milliliter. And the decoration is Mount Fuji, but it is the Pilot style of Mount Fuji decoration. It doesn't have the two-tone or single-tone Mount Fuji snow cap, which the modern Namikis have. So it's a little bit different. It's actually very nice. And for me, for this pen, that white highlighting on the nib would probably distract a little because the focus is really supposed to be on the snake down at the bottom. Now, when I pick this up, it's evident it's a brass pen and not ebonite like the Emperors are. And I feel the nib size is well proportioned to the rest of the pen. It's not a large pen, it's an ordinary size pen. Now, I have a personal preference for very large pens because my hand is a bit larger, but I think for the overwhelming majority of people in the world, this is a nicely balanced, nicely shaped, fine writing instrument that would be a pleasure to use, and they were made to be used. Now, the other interesting thing about this pen is back when it was produced in 2001, there were very few Yukari size limited edition Namikis, and the limited editions were almost always Emperors and Yukari Royale size. So this was quite collectible, and only recently, with the 100th anniversary of Pilot Namiki and the 7 Gods, which we will review on this channel, did they introduce more Yukari size limited editions. So this is quite a popular pen for collectors and, of course, people with the zodiac association of Year of the Snake, which is a very important theme in Japan. Well, I hope you found this interesting. If you did, then please hit that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, then it would be great if you'd like to. And I'll keep on producing more content like this, and see you next time. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.